What's up, everybody? Gonna do a quick little Asia Open session here. See how it opens up and see if we catch any good trades here. Any opening trades. So I'm looking at this level of 521, 559. Got sauce box in play. News came out over the weekend, so it's gonna be interesting what we got. So let's see. We're gonna open up very shortly. See if it opens, if it gaps up from the news, or we just open up inside the sauce box somewhere. Have it tiny. This one in between. There's a level down there. All right. Let's see what we got going here. Do we gap up all the way up? There's the gap up. Quantum's telling me to go long. Let's see if it can close over 713. So 713 is what I'm looking for to stay over. Holy crap. I can't do anything right now. I can't get out of my trade. I'm trying to get out of it. There we go. I went long, quick $200. Got a payout from my Lucid account. With that, fuck yeah, guys. All right, this thing can keep going. Everything's telling me long. Let me see if I can pick up some on another account here. I want to see if it can potentially retest. My ATM settings are off, but for some reason it's showing like they're on. So let's see if she continues here. Everything's telling me long right now. Closed above 13. It could come down to retest that. 5 minute is hitting a bit of a barrier right now, so I'm being very cautious with where I enter. Just because we are sitting, again, right? Quantum's telling me go long right now. We have to break the 765 on the 5 minute, and then we have room far up. We might hit the 30s. I've been waiting for the 30s. So let's see if she has some mustard here on the 5 minute to break that 65 level. And if not, we're good. But I got about a 2K payout coming from Apex. So I'm going to be, Apex from Lucid, so I'm happy with that. So let's see. I got one runner on this one Apex account going on that long. I entered very light just because I wasn't super sold on it. And I'll show you guys, right? I'll show you guys the two accounts. Let me see if I can switch this. Trade of 8. So here's my Lucid account. Quick $200. Already payout eligible, so I stopped. And then this one just $92. Looks like that runner got trailed out for now. So those are the two accounts I took the little bit of that tester long in. And now I'm just going to watch. So let's go back to NQ. I hate when it does this. So I have to click over there and then flip-flop back and forth. And da-da! There we go. Right, 5 minute not closing above. So good thing I got trailed out. Only went with a couple micros on that little push. That 5 minute needs to close over 65. We could retest pretty deep. 45 is the next little level. Below that 13. So let's see. If this 5 minute closes over that 65, I will retest this on this Apex account. This is an Apex account I had the DLL on Friday. Had some fun with this account. $30 account. Can't go wrong with having fun with those accounts. You know, I always get a little YOLO out of my system. They lost them, and then I challenge myself to see if I can bring it back to life. It's a fun little challenge. And it's like a $30, $40 account, so it doesn't hurt. If I pass it, guess what? It's a funded account. Then I go back to the strict rules, and I usually get payouts out of them. Actually, just got a payout on Friday from Apex, too. Now I got a payout from Lucid today. So far, I think I'm at 9 days in a row of payouts. It's been pretty fun. So let's see what we got going here. This is a big, big candle, so this is why I'm being cautious with where I'm waiting for this 5 minute to close. Above 45, I'm going to test the push back up to 60. And then I want it to stay over 40. So this will be a potential stop tight stop. If it breaks under 45, I may test a short to go test 13. So those are my two current setups right now I'm looking at. The 1 minute's trying to curl down a bit. So there's the pull down to 45. And this is looking interesting for a pull down. But that needs to close below. Big blues. Hold on. This one's on they're both on the 1 minute time frame. Let me correct that. All right. There we go. Okay, here's our 2 minute. Failed 3 bar. Potential here. That 5 minute, I'm seeing if it closes below or above 45. It's got about 20 seconds left. We're testing it right now. So let's see if I catch this closure above for a potential push up for a 5-point stop loss. And if it takes me out, I'll try to catch that 20-point short to 13 potentially. Not all the way to 13. But let's see. This is hovering right on it. Looks like it closed right on it. So this is going to be... The level's still there. So technically it didn't close above it. But there's that push. There's that push. I hit it where the 5-point stop loss. Currently up almost 9 points. I got in that 47. Looking for 57 first. About to get it right now. Boom. There's 57. All right. There we go. Now I'm going to start trailing my last two. I'm going to trail this one from 45. Give it some breathing room. And let me show you guys. Trade right there. There it is, right? 217 bucks on this account. Right. I might trail this one a little closer. Give this one a little more breathing room. There, got one out right now. The last one, let's see how far it can go. NQ, back to the chart. Got to do this thing twice, and bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Now let's see if the runner can go, right? We need to break that 65. The 65 breaks, little potential ugly 3Z on the one. My runner's up 50 bucks. There we go. Almost 30 points right here. Bada bing, bada boom. There it goes. There's 35 points right there on that long. I'm going to trail it a little bit closer. I'm going to trail it from 63. I'm going to trail it from 63 because I don't want that. Again, if it pulls down, boom, and I'm out. It took me out right there, right? Because this has to close above that 63. So I got taken out right there. Beautiful push up. 200 bucks on that Apex account. Already hit my Lucid funded. I don't have to touch that one no more. I just got to always double check and make sure I hit that exit all a bajillion times. You know what I'm saying, guys, right? Especially an account that's eligible for payout. So that 5 minute has to close above that 65, that 765 and a quarter. Or 765 exactly is really where it goes. So right now we're going to hang out between 745 and 765, I think. Right below 745, there's a chance for it to test all the way down. Above that 765 on the 5, this could go chase newer all-time highs. So that's where I'm at right now. That was a fun little play there. Nice little 5-point stop loss, right? That was a close one, though. That was a risky one. I'm not going to lie. That was a risky one. I did take it. 5-point stop loss on that and caught a good 30-point run up. My runner collected about 22, 23 points off that. What was it? 25. I got it 47, hit 63, so not even, I'm sorry. Like 16, 17 points on that runner. But 5-point stop loss, can't complain. All right. So now we're just hanging out, right? And this is like a little taste of Asia Open with Quantum, right? What am I looking at? Where are the levels, right? You guys are getting a little sneak peek of sauce box. So you're seeing it, it gapped up between two sauce boxes. That's a pretty bullish stance for me, right? So outside of this, though, this is just big blues. I'm waiting for the 5-minute levels to break over here, right? This is where we're trapped. You can easily see with Quantum where we're potentially going to get trapped. So between 45 and 65, right? Below 65, or sorry, below 45. We have room all the way back down here to that 713 area, right? So this is what we're waiting for. Let me actually shift this and turn this blue, right? Before a gap fill occurs, need this to come down here. So boom, boom. Let me turn this blue off, and I'm going to take that off. We got that 45 there. All right, so this is the 65. All right. So let's see what we got going here. Under 45, I'm going to test that short. So we got quantum curling down. There's about to be a 1 minute level trying to get created up here at the 75 area. So if it does manage to close, if the 5 minute closes above 65, that 75 area is going to be the area to look out for rejection. There we go, 65. Got 30 seconds. Let's see if we close above that 65. And we may catch continuation. Let's see. It's still stuck under 65. Okay, there's gonna break right now. So this one will be risky because this needs to hold. This could pull back all the way to 43 to test that breaking candle. So if I'm gonna test this, it's gonna start off very light with 2 micros. And again, right, so right now that 1 minute level will be around 80. So that's where I'm looking. I have a couple micros at 66. So I'm going to probably trail one if it gets up there to 80. So here's that retest, right? The breaking candle retest. This is normal. This could pull down all the way to that 45. So I started off very, very light. And if I get stopped out under 45, I get stopped out, and then I'm going to test a short. But let's see if she has some mustard here to hold and push back over 65, because that's where you want to see it hold. Now we got that level. Look at that level created right here at 80 and 50. So again, we could get stuck between 65 and 80. So we got a potential 3-bar on the 1. Could push up to test that 80 area. Let's see if it does. Needs to hold over 65. So right now we're just hanging out right on it. It looks like it's struggling to hold back over it. So this might actually pull down to test that 45. And then I'm going to look for a couple ads there. Same stop loss. Below 40. Alright, this 5 minute. Just 5 minutes pulling down a little bit. Let's see if it tests down to 45. That's where I'm waiting. I'm only in with 2 micros and I'm waiting to add in at 45 and leave my stop loss underneath 40. Underneath 40, I'm going to go in for that 20-point push down. I'm going to see what I'm going to scalp like here. This is why I start off super light, especially with these 5 minute, because again, this is a deep potential retest all the way down to 45. That's the breaking candle, right? Not a clean break either. It's like a tip break too. So I'm willing to take that L on 2 micros. Yeah. There goes. All right, held. All right, there goes. There goes. All right, let's make newer highs here. We got to break that 80-50, right? We got to break this. So that's where it's going to break. I love when I'm like already done with a funded account and I'm just working on some evals now because I guarantee myself a payout already. So I'm super happy, super stoked, and I'm just seeing if I could bring this Apex eval, end of day eval, back to life. And it's a fun little challenge I like to do. There goes. Yeah, break that 80-50. That 5 minute gonna close above it again. That's a good sign. We could see one of those. We could see one of those spikes. We could see one of these spike candles. I'm gonna draw something out for now because I am testing something with my sauce box, and I'm gonna draw this one out for now, and then I'm gonna draw the other one. So I'm gonna look at this one, and this is a little kind of sneak peek. Let me see this one. All right. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. See, this is. So I got two sauce boxes. One is from the previous. This is from the previous, and it looks really good right now. So let's see if it breaks. Look at this, lined up with that quantum level, 817. So let's see if it can break that. I want to see if it can break this, and then it goes for 817. This is something I'm just testing out. This is something that will be. So far, it's looked amazing. I've been testing it out for a couple weeks. Look at that rejection. Look at that rejection off of 80. All right, beautiful. I already got trailed out on my two runners, or the two runners, the two contracts. I got trailed out. I trailed really close to that 80, expecting that rejection, and I'm up $280 right now. All right, clean rejection off of 80. Looking for that 45 break for the short. Looking for that 45 break. I'm still waiting. If this closes above 80, I'm going to get back in again. Two minutes trying to curl down. So we're still strapped in here. This looks like I could adjust it a tiny bit. I got to do the little magnet thing. We're stuck inside. The sauce box fibs is insane. I cannot wait to share it in the course. It is insane. Part of the reason I've gotten 9 payouts in a row every day is because of this. So I'm excited as hell to share this. Saucebox has been a major tool for me outside of Quantum, right? Quantum's my main strat. But Saucebox is just an amazing area of interest. I don't know what else to call it, right? But here we go. Let's break over that 85. And then I'm going to go shoot for that 821. Needs to break that 80-50. Come on. She's just fighting it right now. There we go. There we go. Break it. I want to see that clean break. I want to see it close well above it. Still pull down hard. Look at that pull down. Pull down well below it. So it's going to close right underneath it. So this is still an area of rejection. 2 minutes trying to curl down. So this looks like the 2 minute might try to form a level around the same 81, 82, maybe 85 area, right on this line potentially, if it fails to close above. Let's see. Break above here. I'll get in. Needs to close above. Clean rejection again. Another rejection. I'm kind of curious to test this short with the stop loss above 86. I need to see this candle close below it on the 2 minute. So I'm waiting for this 50 seconds because look at this. It's still struggling to close above. It's trying to right now. This might give us a little spike here coming up if it can just close above it. Come on. No projecting. The 2 minute needs to pull back down pretty well. So still holding on to the 80. Still, there's that level that's potentially going to form at 94. That's way up there. I don't like that. This could easily go test that 2 minute potential. But if that 1 minute closes above, I'm going long. Still 40 seconds on this new 1 minute candle. She's just hanging out here. So still resistance at this level. Close above that. Those pullbacks are not very strong. So I am liking this to break it. Look, like each pullback's getting weak and weak. You see this, right? So this is what I'm waiting for it to break though, because I'm still that 2 minute level up here. This is what I'm afraid of going long right now until that level breaks. That level needs to break to give strength for that 2 minute separation. If not, there goes. Look, there goes. Trying to get 69 here. We'll see if it can get to 69. There's Purple Boy. Boom, there's 69. Now, I went in with 4 micros on this. I'm up $400 now on this account. My entry was at 80. Went for 11 points on that. Now I got my 2 runners. Hear me? Here, right there. There it is. Up $3.99. Let 2 runners run if it wants to keep going. See if I can bring this account back to life or not. 1 taken out. 1 left. And that was a nice little pull down. And if it still rejects that area, I might try again if my runner gets taken out. If not, I'm going to wait. Purple Boy did not stay purple either. So, failed bearish move incoming. Very, very, very low volume so far. And we are in a holiday weekend, right? Tomorrow's Memorial Day. So my condolences to all the families out there who have lost loved ones, who gave the ultimate sacrifice. And I salute you guys, obviously. Appreciate everything every single one of you who serve our country have done for us. And I always give respect where respect is due. And look at this pull down. All right. That's holding on. That's holding on to the 66 area. The 64 area down here, right? This is that failed bearish move on the 5. So that 64 needs to break back down below. There's that 2 minute level at 795. So my runner is about, my last 1 runner that survived is about to be taken out. And I'll be up about 375, 76, somewhere around there. If it does get taken out there at 80. So slow morning, slow morning. I'm used to making videos in the morning. There you go. There's a nice rejection. Slow night because of the volume, but I hope you guys are able to track right. Let me take these off for now. I wanted to kind of tease them a little bit, but so far, this is where we're stuck. Level rejection, right? 2 big blues, 3 big blues, 5 minute close at 46 for that push up to 85. All right, be careful with the pullback because it could retest very deep. Obviously, if it breaks that blue down here at 76, we're potentially going to get some of this gap fill. Right, I got softbox to softbox play here. It's how I use my confluences, right? If it breaks below softbox and the blue candle, that's a failed bullish move. I'm going to go for some of that gap fill. if it gets down there. But remember, be careful with gap fills, everybody. I know everyone likes to go for the gap fills. Wait till it presents. Right now, this is really up here. It's not looking super weak. There's kind of like a little uptrend, right? Those of you that use trends, little uptrend going on right here. Right, it needs to break that 65. That'll bring a break of that trend. Kind of ranging on the 2 minute, the 5 minute. It's kind of funky. So, you could use any confluences you guys like. My runner is up 20 bucks right now. It's just stuck in there. There it goes. All right, runner's running. Runner's up about 13 points right now. There it goes. And look at that, right? Level rejection. 2 minute kind of giving me that extra confluence up at 95 for that push down, which is why I decided to take that scalp short. My stop was 5 points above 50. So it was about 85-ish. I could have put it up at 86. Still got my 10 points. Runner's kind of pushing a little bit. That's a very bullish looking purple. So if it breaks up here over 76, failed bearish move. Again, that 80 level needs to break. So I'm about to get trailed out here if it pops over 75, and there it goes. I'm happy with that for now. And that's an Asia opening, guys. It's kind of slow, so it's not the best example, but caught a little bit of the push, caught a little bit of the rejection, guaranteed myself a lucid payout already, right? So I'm set for the night, going to get that payout this evening or tomorrow because it's a holiday. And that'll be 9 days in a row with over 1.5 in payouts, 1.5K in payouts. Each day, my minimum payout has been, the smallest payout I got was, I think, 1.45, somewhere around there, 1.45K. So 9 days in a row. It's been an insane week for me. I'm happy with that. Just now this payout, it will be about 2K, I think. So, happy with that shit. But I hope you guys trade safe. Enjoy your evening. I will probably do another one of these when there's maybe some volume, but Asia's kind of finicky. There's a push to 80. It's still rejecting that area. So I hope you guys can kind of see how these levels, right? These levels at the opens are very, very key for determining where there's going to be some resistance and then where you need to break to continue up. So we got a level at 780 and then 795. And it looks like it's going to go for it. So I'm trying to go, but at the same time, this is looking really good for a potential push up here. Failed bullish move plus a level break would be a really good potential entry here, but you have to wait for candle closure. Look at that. See, that's why you wait for candle closure. Love that. Look at that rejection from 80, pulled down 10 points, right? And we're still stuck within this. We're technically in this range. Let me refresh real quick. I want to make sure that candle did stay purple. It did stay purple. So look at this, right? We are still inside this range. It is insanely tight range. Look at this. It closed inside of that range. So until a candle closes above or below, right? Above, we're going to challenge this level. Below, we're going to come down a little further maybe. And that right now, teleportation candle up top, 82 needs to break. So the level did shift a little bit with the refresh, looks like. This candle closes up here. Failed bearish move on this candle here. Obviously, this was a very bullish looking purple. Needs to break that 82. Stop loss on a setup like this would be below 72. So let's see if this gives it that push. Oh, I got crap entry. I got entry at 81. I got entry at 81, so I'm not happy with that one. I wanted to get in down here at like 78, but let's see if we get this 10-point push up here. Stop loss is below 72. So I'm going to risk 10 for 10 here. Again, I'm keeping sizing small and controlled on this Apex account. Remember, I hit the loss limit, right? So I'm trying to keep as much control as possible so that I'm not, digging deep into the drawdown. So stop loss is right below here, right below that blue, right? Below 72. I'm out. Below 70. Stop loss is at 71. Need that 82 to break. I'm going to see if this failed bearish move here gives it the strength to pop up. If not, it's not ready. Oh well. I'm going to get that little L with 2 micros and I'll be perfectly fine still. Needs to break that 82. Looks like it's going to go test it again. I might add a couple here just because the stop loss is so tight. If it can bounce off the top of 75, my entry will be slightly better. There's a 75 tap. All right, let me see if it takes me out or not. Stop loss is at 70, or my entry is now 78. Second move, I stop loss to 68. If it breaks underneath, 68 might be a little too steep because 72. All right, but that's where I'm going to go for 10 for 10. Look at that pull up. I'm going to look for 88. Let's see if it gives it to us here. Still a lot of hesitation at that level. There's a big bluey, so that's a good sign. I'm about to change this line to blue, so let's see if this gives it that strength to pop up. Let's see if that stays blue first. Ooh, still rejecting hard at that level. Look at those clean rejections. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. All right. See if she can hold up here and just give this little almighty push here. I'm about to turn this line into a blue line. If this stays blue here. There, stayed blue. So I want it to stay over this 72. Let's see if we get this little push up here to 88. Come on, get up there, baby. Hey! There it is. Look at that. Just like that. Boom, boom, trailing. There it is, guys. Look at that. Simple, 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 right? Now I'm up $500 on this eval. Look at that tap of 95 to the T. I'm going to trail one really close there, where I'm going to get one out here, just like that, right? And I'm going to hold one runner just to see. Can that runner break that 95 and continue to go? If not, oh well. I'm perfectly happy with that. $500, right? Brought that account, bringing this account back to life slowly. And I'm probably going to call it a day on this one and move on to another one. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. Just like that, right? Broke that bearish candle, got in, stop loss below the blue, got another blue for that push to the level, got that tap of 95. Now we need that 95 to break on the 2 minute to continue to go. If this runner is going to keep eating, we want to see that push over 95. And let's just see if this wants to continue to go. Clean move, guys. That was a very fun 32 minutes of Asia session trading. I hope you guys kind of saw what I saw, right? I wait for the blues and the purples. I wait for those breaks, and we waited for that 5-minute break. It gave us that, defined my stop losses, set my risk, took my trade, and we got the blues holding up, right? We got the little 2-minute signal, the 1-minute signal playing out. Even though we have that gap, that's the beauty of this, right? We have this gap, but again, right, I'm not going to come in with the bias going, we got to fill the gap. I don't care. I'm not going to react until I see the opposite occur. At the moment, purple broke, looked bullish. Blues holding, very bullish. Levels breaking, very bullish. Look at this thing going. Oh my God, my runner is up $60 right now. I'm going to call it a night with this, y'all. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my evening with my family, go watch a show or something. Guaranteed myself another payout. I have no reason to trade anymore tonight. So I'm going to call it here. If you guys enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, follow. If you guys are interested in trading more like me, right, using Quantum Shift, make sure you guys go check out the maxoptionstrading.com website. Go and subscribe to Quantum Shift. And in about an hour or so, I'm going to be doing a live session with everybody that's subscribed to Quantum in the Max Options Trading Discord. So make sure you guys claim those roles, do all that fun stuff, and you guys get to join me, and we get to break all this down. We get to see how everyone's been doing, right? Questions. You guys have questions. I break it all down. Quantum Shift is a strategy, so I want everyone to remember that, right? It's not just an old run-of-the-mill signal indicator. There's strategies mixed in. The signals are one strategy. There's a few other setups in here that we love to take, and we break it all down. So we can adapt to any market conditions. It is so freaking fun to trade with this system. And you guys see what I can do, right? You guys follow me, see my posts. You guys can see what I can do anywhere. Doesn't matter where I'm at, on my phone or at home. So I appreciate you guys joining me here. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Quantum Gang, I'll see you in a few. Peace out.